Mountains make it more difficult to be hit, because fuck you, old man. Basically, like trees, mountains are a tile that you can move onto that increase your defense and your dodging capabilities. So yeah, that's what that guy said. Let's send Kent to the fucking cunt to the side of the butch. Down corner. Do you know much about the sword held at the altar? It's called the Manikati. I knew that from the cutscene I just did all the voice acting for. I mean, most of these, like, building things, you go in and they say something that adds a tiny bit to the lore, but most of the time it's stuff you could already figure out. And sometimes it's a helpful hint. The only houses that are worth bothering about are the ones that result in you either getting an item or having a character join your group, because sometimes that happens. And those houses have red roofs. So if you go in those are the good ones. Everything else is boring. But I did check all of them in the game because it could be something good. Something interesting in the lore-wise. Good, I should have checked whether... yeah, he can attack her. But will he? So now, here's the AI at work. I'm assuming he's gonna go on the other fortress. Oh, okay, he didn't. I guess he just wants to attack this guy instead. Well, that's a dumb idea, mister. Right. This chapter's goal is to seize the throne. Glass, swords, fucking tutorials, right? Now, this is the part of the game, usually, where I try and think, who do I want to level up more? Lynn is a main character. If she's weak, it's going to be bad, because she's going to get killed. These guys are cool, though, and if you get them up to a certain level, not in the tutorial, I can't do it in the tutorial, but you can upgrade their class. There are upgrades to every class. These Cavaliers, as they're called. Hang on. Is there a... yes, there is. Kent is a Cavalier, Lynn is a Lord, because she's the main character, and Sane is a Cavalier. And if they level up, if they get to at least level 10, they can, by using a special class-based item, they can become the next class up. So a Cavalier would become a Paladin, and basically a horse with a cooler looking horse and armor. So that's what happens when you get to level 10. You can go to level 20 though before you do that, to maximize the amount of stats you can get. Because once you get to level 20 in your second class, that's it, you can't level up anymore. So the maximum level you could possibly get is level 40. If I put her there, the guy will go into the trees. So I'll just put him up here. Oh yeah, something about the fortress that I skimmed over. The fortress, like the thrones in this game, and the keeps, anywhere where the boss is usually. Oh, look at that. A critical hit, that's very rare. Look, he's only got 2% chance of hitting a critical. That was nice. I always like very rare criticals happening. So, Kent is level 2, so Sane needs this XP, so he's gonna kill this guy and level up. Well, he's gonna get hit. Maybe. Just one more hit, and the other guy, he can't hit anyone else, so he's got no one to go for but Sane. I know I do often go on a tangent and then get distracted and then forget what I was talking about. I'm sorry about that. I guess I'll just have to try and keep on track more often. I was talking about... what was I talking about? Yeah, I just really can't remember. Sorry. It's not like it matters that much, does it? Now, the wall breaking. Even the wall breaking has tactics, because, you know, if you break the wall, the enemy can come through. And You want to break. If sometimes you want to break the wall really quickly, so you have to think who can do the most damage to the wall, and you have to look at their strength. So Ken has 6, Sane has 8, so Sane is the obvious choice. And the lance does more attack than the sword, so I use the lance, and he can get it done in 2 turns, whereas with anything else it would have been 3. See? I'm clever. So Sane uses the lance. Now does Lynn... She's level 3. Kent can go in here, block off the entrance so that they can't hit Sane. Shouldn't have stood there, but whatever. Whatever. I shouldn't be worried too much about optimizing my character's experience. It's only the easy mode, the tutorial. First 10 chapters there are a tutorial, and then there's like 20 more chapters of a different story but still related, with different characters. Lynn does make a comeback though. This is the first 10 chapters is her story, and then there's another story that involves Lynn, but mostly other people. Now what I could do is I could go back... Oh, I was talking about the fortresses. I never mentioned. The fortresses, if you stand on the fortress, or the throne, or the keep, where the bosses are, you regain hit points every turn. Yeah, that's one of the tangents I remember I didn't go any further with. That's what I was going to talk. So I could get Lynn and Sane to just walk over there, heal up, and then come back. But the rest of the enemies aren't too difficult to defeat, so I probably won't need to. I'm just going to put her here. I don't think he's going to be able to kill her in one hit. And I'll have Kent attack this guy with a lance, because lances are better than swords. It's a rock, paper, scissors sort of thing. Lances, spears are better at attacking people with swords, and people with axes are good at attacking people with spears, and people with swords are good at attacking people with axes. So when you're attacking somebody with a sword and you have a lance or a spear, you're more likely to hit them, and they're less likely to hit you somehow. Who do you think you are? What chance do you think you have against me? I stab you. Oh, he stabbed me. That means war. See, that's a pretty good level up. We got 4 stats up. The worst is when the random number generator fucks you over completely and gives you 0 stats up. Completely 0. 0 at all. Oh shit, I missed. Even at 75% hit, I missed. It's not dangerous, but it's annoying, because he's gonna heal. Oh, but now he missed. Take that in the shoulder, bitch. And this guy comes up, does 8 damage, potentially. And Lynn will do double hits because she's so much faster than him. This game gets very complex later on. I was contemplating completely leaving out the tutorial area and just going straight into the main game, because that's where it all gets interesting, but I don't know. Maybe I could only do this tutorial area, because I don't know how long I want to record for. I mean, I could do the, you know, record in how much overall I want to record, because it's what you would call, what the fuck am I saying? By the way, the Rayman Let's Play, I don't know where that is at the moment, but I've seen like, of the 5 comments I've got, one of them says, don't be so sad. I'm not sad. It's just that that's the way I talk when I'm trying to think of stuff to say. I guess I come off as depressed sometimes, but I'm not. I'm actually fine. I'm just very monotone sometimes. You know, it's very easy to make people think you're depressed. It's very difficult to make people believe that you're actually okay. Whatever.